Welcome back to Better, everyone. You know, around the holidays, we all need some new recipes to try out on the family, and why not take some advice from an outspoken, fabulous, gorgeous Italian mother, real housewife and author of Fabulicious, Teresa Guidice is here. She's going to show us a recipe that's perfect for Christmas Eve dinner. And I screwed up your last name, didn't I?
No.
Giudice. That's how you say it.
You got it, yes.
Okay, I was mixing up the way that everybody else says it with the way that you're supposed to say it. But good to have you here, Teresa.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and this is something that you do typically Christmas Eve that you make for the family.
This is one of the
right?
recipes I make for Christmas Eve. Yes.
Okay, so we're cooking with shrimp today, but you and I were talking earlier about, I love mussels, and you said you and your dad, you have a great dish that you make with mussels, but you and your dad actually go in there and clean every single one.
Yeah, there's like that black thing in there.
Yeah.
Like it's
disgusting.
It needs to be taken out. Yeah. So we call it, it's going to be in my next book, matter of fact.
Okay.
It's Mussels fra Diavolo.
And it must take a long time to do that.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Everyone
doesn't?
thinks cooking, you know, making Italian food takes long. Mm-hmm. It doesn't.
Okay, so what are we going to make today?
Today we're making deviled shrimp over angel hair pasta.
Okay.
Pretty simple,
Okay.
delicious, quick, easy.
Get your olive oil there?
Yes,
right?
so you add your olive oil. Then you add your garlic.
Okay.
Add a little bit more.
Oil in there. How much garlic do you typically use? How many cloves would you say you use?
3 or 4.
3 or 4?
Yeah,
Okay.
3 or 4.
All right.
So then you add your shrimp.
And
So
you go through and clean each one of these too.
Then you know that
yeah.
black thing, that black string that's in there?
Right. Get it all out.
You just cut it out, take it out.
Okay. It's already
Yeah,
smelling good.
So olive oil, saute the garlic.
Okay.
And just stir this up.
And these don't take long to cook at all. These cook really, really fast.
Really quick,
Yeah.
quick.
Okay. And then you've got some other ingredients here too. You've got the salt, the pepper, and obviously some little spice to kick it in.
Yes.
Yes.
You could adjust it. This recipe calls for red pepper flakes, and you could put as much as you want, as spicy as you want it.
Do you like the food really spicy? When you
I
cook
like
it?
spicy.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a lot of Italians do. Do you like spicy?
I somewhat, a little bit.
Yeah.
What about the rest of the family? You guys have...
Believe it or not, I have 4 daughters.
Right.
And they love spicy.
They do?
Like whatever I cook, they love to eat it.
Oh my God. And a lot of little kids don't like things really spicy, but I guess you get used to eating it when you're little.
Yeah, no,
You're
and
okay with
our
it.
thing, you know, Fabulicious, like Italians, we value our recipes.
Right, right.
And and my whole thing is we show our love through our food. And so a lot of recipes in Fabulicious are passed down from generation to generation.
Just going to ask you that.
So
Now
then
this sauce here, oh, this looks so good.
So then we add in this sauce.
Okay. Do you make the sauce? You make the all homemade, everything, right?
Well, this is called the Red Snappy Sauce, which is in Fabulicious.
Okay.
And that'll, you know, there's a recipe in there to make
Red
it.
Snappy
we
sauce.
make our own tomato sauce, which it was on the second
second
episode
season, yeah.
of Housewives. So we actually make our own tomato sauce. But if you don't, you know, if you don't have to make, you know, obviously it takes like a long time. We make 180 jars for the whole year.
I saw that episode, and I remember that's when everyone was like, oh my God, how long
Yeah, I
does
was
it take
pregnant.
to do this?
I was like a month away from giving birth. It takes all day, but you know, of course, not everyone can make their own tomato sauce. Otherwise, one of my favorite sauce to use is Red Pack.
Okay, all right.
So you add the Red Snappy sauce.
Okay.
Then a pinch of pepper. A pinch of salt.
Do you typically, we always ask, do you like sea salt or do you use regular salt? Does it
I
matter?
love sea salt.
Sea salt, okay.
And then your red pepper flakes.
Okay. And you've got the lemon here. Is that for after the
Yes,
fact?
and then you squeeze a lemon in it.
All right.
And that's it. And then
do you have any
and
secrets
stir
for
in.
the pasta when you're making the pasta? Or?
Add a little bit of olive oil in it
Okay.
so it doesn't stick together.
Okay.
And
Looks
that's
good.
it.
That looks good. I'm going to help you plate this up here too. You
It
got
smells
desserts.
good.
We can't get out of here without desserts.
Of course.
Too, right?
My last chapter in Fabulicious is called A Happy Ending. Don't we all love a happy ending?
Yes,
So I have
exactly.
my holy cannoli cupcakes. And the best thing about the holy cannoli cupcakes, I don't use oil. I use low-fat plain yogurt.
Instead of oil,
Yes,
really?
and it makes them really fluffy and light and delicious.
How did you know to make that substitution? Do you try a lot of?
Well, see, growing up with my mom, I always watched her in the kitchen. So
Okay.
I learned a lot of techniques from my mom.
Thank goodness
And I
for
also
Mom.
put my own twist on things.
Yes, yeah, you
So
have to.
that's what I did.
And that's what your daughters will end up
And
picking up,
everyone,
too.
you know,
Here, speaking
I
of a
smell,
twist.
I smell garlic and oil and cupcakes.
come on
And
in.
there's a
Hi,
beautiful
how are
Italian
you?
woman in the
You haven't
kitchen.
had
Why
a
didn't I get
chance
invited?
to meet JD, have
No,
you? This
I
is
haven't.
JD.
Hi,
Hi.
JD. Nice to meet you.
Bijana, nice to meet
Is
you.
this one here edible, or is this just
Yes,
for
that
show?
one's
Okay, so you want to
edible.
try?
I sure will.
There
See,
you
now I
go.
didn't like the mussels we had the other
they
day, but I
always say
love shrimp.
Christmas Eve, La festa di sette pesci.
Sette pesci, yeah. The seven.
Last year I counted, I made 9 different fishes.
9?
So I don't even make 7. So
wow.
I go beyond.
Two to grow
Yeah,
on.
you
I'm gonna
weren't
try.
big of a fan of the mussels.
Didn't love
at
the
all.
mussels, but I love shrimp.
The
I
shrimp
love,
is
I
Well,
like
if you tried
spicy
my
food.
mussels, you would love my mussels.
I think that's an
You should stop over for
invitation.
Christmas
We
Eve.
should go over there. We need the address. Seriously, I think it's worth a pit stop. Thank you very much, Teresa.
Thank
It's good
you.
to have you here. And for these recipes, you can head to our website, bettertv.com. Make sure you check it out and get Teresa's book as well. We'll be right back.
Fabulicious.